So, podcast listeners, should there be a college exit exam? The Wall Street Journal has this great article out that says the case for a college exit exam. I'm going to read part of this article because it kind of is a lead-in to our dumbest bill in America about what's happening in K-12 education. And I think it's in the state of Oregon, which is where the dumbest bill in America is. And we'll be talking about that in a minute. But the Wall Street Journal is talking about at the college level, before you actually graduate from college, should there be a college exit exam? You know, an exit exam that kind of tests you for the basic knowledge that you should have as a college graduate. Should students pass a standardized test to graduate? Some think it would help employers assess the value of their degrees. Oh, imagine that. In The Future of Everything, which is a section in the Wall Street Journal that comes out from time to time, covers the innovation and technology transforming the way we live, work, and play, with monthly issues on health, money, cities, and more. This month is Education and Learning. How can you tell if a university graduate can think clearly, communicate precisely, and solve problems effectively? For years, confidence in higher education has been declining, along with total enrollments. Transcripts and diplomas don't carry much weight for many employers, as grade inflation has reduced the worth of a cumulative grade point average. Employers can't be sure that students have gained critical thinking skills over the course of a degree. At the same time, millions of jobs requiring a 4-year degree can be done without that level of education, some corporate leaders say. Ohio University economist and professor Richard K. Vedder has wrestled with this dilemma and believes the future of higher education will include a college exit examination that would shine a light onto what a graduate actually knows and what they don't. It would tell prospective employers a lot about what a student has really learned while they were in school, he says. Professor Vedder, the founding director for the Center for College Affordability and Productivity in Washington, D.C., says he came up with the idea in 2004 as he was searching for a way to introduce more transparency and accountability in higher education. He likens the idea to licensing examinations in fields as far-flung as dentistry and plumbing. The 3.5-hour test would measure critical reasoning, and writing skills by asking students to analyze information from a variety of sources and write a persuasive essay to build a case. That would be followed by a 2-hour, 100-question multiple-choice test, which could assess a student's grasp of math, natural and biological science, statistics and data analysis, literature, history and government, economics, a foreign language of the student's choice, psychology, and geography. The last 25 questions could be from a subject of the student's choice, presumably their majors. And look, podcast listeners, I am a huge fan of this idea of a college exit exam because one of the requirements that this Mr. Vedder wants to implement is part of the test, which would be the very beginning, would be a measure of your critical reasoning and writing skills by asking the student to analyze information from a variety of sources and write a persuasive essay to build their case. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, this is important because I have met many college graduates who cannot write. They cannot. I'm going to say that again. I have met many college graduates who cannot effectively communicate their thoughts in writing. They're college graduates and they couldn't do that. And it would be nice if this exit exam existed. And it doesn't have to be universal. Just some colleges, if you were to do that, some colleges that are out there, some professors, what would happen is we, the employers, would be able to evaluate the students who actually could do the work. Oh, wow, this student got a really high score on their critical reasoning and writing skills in their college exit exam. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to hire them. Kind of makes sense. And this actually leads into why so many people are down on the idea of college. And that's because of K-12 education and the constant dummying down.